So this Somalian in Minnesota has a whole platform where all he does is taunt taxpayers in Minnesota because he doesn't have a job and he's living better than most of them just off of the government assistance that he's getting.
Proud to be a freeloader. I get everything for free while you work 50 hours a week. Ha ha, boo boo. Somalians is taking.
We took these people in as refugees, and this is their attitude towards us. What do you think we should do with these people? Let me know down in the comments.
Hello, American. How you guys doing? Thank you for providing a good life for me. Thank you. I'm using your money. Work hard. Now you go to work for me. White woman, white man, right now do it. Don't play with me. I'm fucking serious.
Go to work, white boy. White woman, go to work for me. White male, go to work. Pay your taxes. Right now, this moment. What are you waiting for? You're just supposed to be at work? Go to work, white boy. Do it right now.
The trouble with a heartbreak is gonna hang around, leave you midnight breaking down, wondering how long that it's gonna take. Getting over her is the cane drown, whiskey down, water dirt. They so mad at me because I'm a freeloader. I didn't do anything, man. I'm just trying to eat like you. Leave me alone. They just mad at me because I'm a freeloader.
They work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work.
Alright, Americans, welcome back once again to the channel. Now, a few weeks ago, there was a video that circulated online, especially on TikTok, and it really made Americans absolutely furious. A Somali man living in Minneapolis, Minnesota, goes on a camera bragging, not hiding it, not whispering, bragging about not working, living off government assistance, and mocking the very, very American people whose taxes funds his lifestyle.
Your favorite Somalian freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality. Not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. We appreciate you. Because of your tax dollar, I get to eat 5 times a day. Before, it was 80 cents. They used to send us back in Africa, 80 cents. Now, I get this EBT card loaded each month with 400 to 500. The freeloader, your favorite freeloader. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying this food. Taking vacation here. I'm in my free house provided for me by Enhan. So I'm enjoying myself. Please do not disturb me.
And of course, these videos went viral, and Americans are asking, being a freeloader isn't the problem. The problem is, why would he say this with so much confidence? He brags about being a freeloader. He brags about being given a free house. He brags about being given free food. He brags about the system giving him free money to fund his lifestyle. He laughs at Americans who wakes up very early in the morning, work double shift, and some of them even struggle to stay afloat, while he claims the system gives him money or gives him everything just for free.
Do you remember this guy behind me? He was making posts all over social media bragging about how in the United States of America, he thanks all of us white people for giving him all of his free stuff. I mean, he was obviously trying to get someone's attention because, lo and behold, he has been arrested for what else? Fraud. The thing about social media is if you're going to hop on it, and you're going to talk a bunch of nonsense, especially with our current administration, that is going to hold you accountable. And that the fact that now there's more and more fraud being exposed, even though people want to downplay it and say it's not happening, or they say that we've been investigating this for 5 years, yet nothing has ever happened, right? So this is another perfect example of FAFO. What do you guys think about that? Are you surprised? Because I'm not. I literally said, before you know it, he will be arrested. Have a good day.
Guys, let me be very clear about something. This isn't about race, this isn't about immigrants as a whole, and this isn't about the Somali community in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and definitely this isn't about hating anyone from where they come from. This is about this one specific individual openly mocking hardworking Americans and exploiting a system meant to help people in genuine need like refugees and asylum seekers. You know, millions of people and Americans rely on assistance temporarily. Families, veterans, even the disabled single parents trying to get back on their feet. But when someone proudly goes on TikTok or goes online to boast about gaming the system, refusing to work, being a freeloader, getting free funds, getting a free house, and laughing at taxpayers, that's when public trust collapses. You know, Americans aren't angry because, well, someone is poor. No, they are angry because they are working harder than ever and failing further behind while watching people like this freeloader openly disrespect the system with zero consequences.
That pride cometh before the fall. But in the age of social media, pride doesn't just come before the fall, it broadcasts the coordinates of that fall to federal law enforcement. Stick with me at the very end of this video because we're going to take a look at the viral video that's caused an uproar among American taxpayers, and we're going to see exactly what the Trump administration is doing in respect that video has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Far from appreciation and gratitude, we're treated there to a specific type of callous bravado. Again, this isn't the kind of quiet respect and indebtedness that you would expect from a refugee who escaped a war zone and is thankful for safety for himself, for his family. No, far from it. It's literally a spit in the face of every single American taxpayer that gets up every morning and works hard and plays by the rules. It's the arrogance of someone who views the host nation not as a savior, but as a resource to be extracted, literally pillaged. He mocks the American work ethic. He mocks the very mechanism, taxation, that puts food on his table. And it is the quintessential demeanor of what's referred to today as post-Americanism. And that's where American citizens are treated with such disdain and derision precisely because we are perceived as belonging to a systematically unjust and racist society. One of the reasons why we're considered so unjust and racist is because we as a nation supposedly rose to prominence by exploiting and abusing indigenous populations. And so justice requires that America be repopulated with the very populations we supposedly exploited and pillaged. And so from this vantage point, this post-American vantage point, opening up our borders, right, particularly the southern border for the last 4 years under Bumblin' Biden, that was actually an act of justice because it allowed our nation to be pillaged by the very people who we supposedly originally pillaged. And that invitation to pillaging is open to all third world nations, including Somalia. And what you just saw there in that video is the quintessential sentiment of this very post-Americanism that has completely infested and infected the Democrat Party. More on that in a moment. But the problem for this guy is that the very tax-paying American citizen that he's mocking there has had enough.
Honestly, guys, everyone should suffer the consequences of their action. And if he's literally bragging about being a freeloader and exploiting the system, it means that he should be arrested the way Americans are demanding. But clearly, there is no visible evidence that this Somali freeloader was arrested. And if this man isn't arrested, well, it's likely because bragging in America isn't illegal. But fraud is. Saying something outrageous online does not automatically mean a crime crime was committed. But it does expose the deeper issues here. We've all seen what happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and still happening. So it means a welfare structure that's poorly monitored, politically sensitive, and afraid to enforce accountability, even when abuse is flaunted publicly. That's what the people of America are reacting to. Because when hardworking citizens feel mocked, ignored, and financially punished, while bad actors feel comfortable like this one boasting online, resentment grows. And guys, that resentment doesn't disappear. It turns into political backlash. It turns into division. It turns people losing faith in the very system meant to hold Americans together. So you do tell me what you think about that Somali freeloader who literally publicly mocked Americans and bragged about being a freeloader, and unfortunately or apparently no actions were taken. What do you think, guys? Should he get arrested, or what are your thoughts?